And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would...
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
So Chihiro...
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well, I must admit, I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his feet.
This is the most titillating situation!
So now everything has been connected. All the mystery...
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever.
What about you, Makoto?
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it. But... I think he might not actually be the What? But aren't you? He just seems to be too... easy. The way he's acting...
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy. If you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons. But it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Mark it as correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Are you fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say? Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
We're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility. Because if we're wrong, we all die here.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Damn straight. Count me.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
That's very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game?
I got it!
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but... did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over. It's all over. You want to know who saw the victim? The killer! And only the killer! And it's not like they're just gonna turn themselves in. Game over, man! Game over!
Yeah! No! Not game over!
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over. It's all over. You want to know who saw the victim? The killer.
No, he's wrong. I believe someone else did see the victim before.
Now that you mention it, yes. Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows. The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is what...
Whatever! Just hurry up!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag, and then, I assume, he headed off to
A track jacket and a duffel bag? But we didn't find any...
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed...
And that is when he said something. Chihiro told me he was in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone.
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out.
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much. Enough so that he was willing to...
The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure...
But knowing what we know...
No. You already have what you need to make the connection.
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
Seriously? Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Are you sure about that? You really think we can figure out who did it based on...
Boy, you want to track down some things?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we will...
As was noted, the evidence is already gone.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time.
Easy for you to say, but fine. Celeste.
The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk. First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit. Cause exercising sucks.
I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
No way. Not a chance.
You heard him, right? What he... First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit?
No, that's wrong. Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
Huh? What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said... She never said anything about the jacket's color. So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you... You just...
Hey, Celeste, what color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
As a matter of fact, it was blue?
And before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Because I just...
I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, that can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died! That's the only possibility!
Cherry? Are you talking about Chihiro?
So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony... When Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made up if you just ran into him briefly.
It would appear you've dug your own grave.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue. That's why you said you knew who did it. To put them on edge.
That's right. Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
But why? What made you...
That's a good question. There was a certain turning point that tipped me up. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude. Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
You noticed such a tiny detail?
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful!
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Mondo, was it really you? Did you really...
I didn't kill anyone! You've been all over me, judging everything. What gives you the right to treat me like...
Yeah! He would never do something like...
It's true. My reasoning on that is...
That was...
Well, this does present us with a...
That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Oh yeah, that reminds me.
Really? What kind of evidence?
Actually, you know, now that I...
Jeez, does your confidence just...
What do you have?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
we know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the...
For a fact.
For a fact indeed. I was totally...
Then it must hold some clue.
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even...
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any...
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite...
You're right. They're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere? How, precisely, did the handbooks get broken?
I got it! You already told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
You remember that? Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession, then
we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
Huh? You're asking me?
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Just tell us already! Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example? Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is... when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break! I flippin' knew it!
You knew it?
Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna. The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh? It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin. If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried. That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Interesting. I learned one new fact today.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
What if they found out by accident?
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness? and it broke. They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that? I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
I might know someone who did.
Whoa! Seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was... Here's my answer! Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What? Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember? And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on. But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
No, wait, hold on! You've got it all wrong! He would never kill! I don't accept this! Show me the proof! The actual solid proof!
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine!
See? Look! Makoto was wrong after all! Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook...
No, that's wrong! Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
The broken handbook that was in the main hall. Isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't...
So then, the broken which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right.
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says...
Well, here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to it. It's kind of a gray area item. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks...
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, I'm happy to admit I made...
Son of a bitch! What's wrong, bro? Come on! Tell him he's wrong! You are wrong! You have to be everything you just...
Okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time, from the beginning. That way, everything will become... Here's exactly what happened. First, let's take... Last night, Celeste saw at the time, she was a That something was a... With bag in hand, she made her way to the locker. But how could the victim, who was a... The killer is... you! With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out. She made her way, but how could the victim, who was a... Here's exactly what happened. With bag in hand, she made her way, but how could the victim? Simple, which is why he was able to use his own. Once inside, it seems likely, and attacked him. And that's where the bloodstains on the... It was likely... Here's exactly what happened. Which is why then removing the bloody... Here's exactly what happened. Which is why the killer then removing the... And finally carrying a girl's handbook was necessary, but this alone doesn't prove that the killer was... After all, Sayaka and using one of those, I refuse to give up yet! Here's exactly what happened. First, let's take... Last night, at the time, that something was a... With bag, she made her way, but how could the victim, who was a... Simple, which is why he was able to... Once in... It seems likely. And that's... It was like... Which is why the killer hurried to then removing... And finally, a girl's hand, but this alone doesn't... After all, using one of those. And that's exactly what the carpet and the... They changed the lake. That could have been Byakuya So, after he went and grabbed the he used the cord to Then, Yuki wanted to create the... And around this, the killer, there, they... And just as the killer, somehow, the killer, and the reason they knew that, and that's how it... Isn't that right?
Wait! No! This can't be right! Where's your evidence? Yeah! You need evidence! You without any proof? Show me some evidence! You're wrong! I won't listen! I refute you! False! Show me some evidence! I won't listen! False! I refuse to vote! Show me some evidence! You're wrong! I won't listen! I refute you! False! Show me some evidence! I won't listen! False! You're corrupt! Show me some evidence!
This should prove it.
If my thinking so far is right, Mondo must have replaced his... In which case, we don't
gotta do that.
Huh?
Yeah. I did it. I killed him.
Bro! What are you saying?
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just... give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Ask for the...
Roger that!
Wait!
No waiting! Time for the moment we've all been waiting. Who will you elect as... Will you make the right choice? What's it gonna be? What? Ah! Unbelievable.
What?
Sorry.
What is this? Ah!
Now then. Actually... Hey, What?
I'm sorry. But... That's right. I want to change.
Hey,
Yeah, that's right.
Uh-huh.
Correct. Indeed. Certainly.
But...
Because... I knew it.
What is this? You're wrong!
Don't make me repeat myself.
Hey,
I just... Don't fuck with me. I just... Yeah. I just...
I'm sorry. Huh? But... I want to change.
You piece of... What? What?
Huh?
What?
No! What's wrong?
Damn you!
I just wanted to...
Yeah, that's right. You son of a bitch! I killed him. I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
Yep.
It can't be.
Well now, well now, well now, well now.
Ridiculous.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment. Let's give it everything we've...
Sorry, man. I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
This.
Naturally.
Hey. However...
What?
Honestly. There is nothing to be done.
Well...
That's right.
I see.
But...
Interesting.
Correct. Indeed. Hey,
What's this?
you. What?
Damn. Huh? What the heck? Damn it!
Ooh, how exciting.
That's enough. In the name of my family.
You're getting all riled up! Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot. Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring? Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it. Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part. You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now, so just do your best to make. After all, that's what everyone wants to see. As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away! Ooh, my, you really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but... Super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied! Because you see, that's my ace in the hole. And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal...
I know I shouldn't cry, but I've had enough. I can't take it anymore. Getting out of here anytime soon. It's impossible. I can't let myself think about how much I want to get out of here. If I keep thinking like that, I might decide to. Okay. Huh? Huh? But... Oh.
So then,
How about that? Impossible.
Well.
Well, is that okay? Huh?
Here we go!
There is nothing to be done.
You know? I'm right?
Perhaps. Well then.
You called for me, and so I appeared. Yes! Aha! You SOB!
Could it be?
Let's see. Isn't it wonderful?
Listen up! Ba-bum, ba-bum.
So then...
Too bad! Watch out!
Most unfortunate.
It would seem... Whew.
Yes, indeed. No. Yes, indeed. Isn't that wonderful?
It would seem... Whew.
Watch out! Phew! Hey, in other words... You guys?
I'm getting serious.
Hina.
Well... Just a second.
Well,
Sorry. Huh?
Bastard!
So,
Could it be...
That's right.
well,
Yeah.
so then... I see.
Aw.
Correct.
You, SO!
What?
No, 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 no!
impossible.
So in the end... Perhaps.
You know? What the heck?
Well,
You know nothing! Damnation!
let's see.
However... What? This...
What? Why?
Oh,
Well then.
Let's see.
well...
How about that?
Is that right?
Actually, is that okay? Huh? Huh? Oh. Oh!
Hina. I see.
That's it! I'm sure of it!
Just a second. But... Sorry. Well...
Hey,
What the heck?
Hina.
So,
Huh?
Honestly,
sorry.
Hina.
But... Well...
Say what?!
honestly.
Well then.
What?
What the heck?
Please!
Hey,
There is nothing to be done.
Oh.
So,
Come on, come on.
Please!
Hina.
well...
hey. So... It would seem...
Then perhaps...
Hey, come on.
What are you saying?
Don't be mean!
In other words,
But...
wrong. Hey. Yes, it's me. It's true. Hey. So then... Hey. Makoto.
You really came.
Oh, no!
Calm down.
What?
Anyway...
Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Chihiro Fujisaki.
I knew it. That's right. It's true.
That's it.
In other words... I see.
Are you okay with this?
Huh? I feel as if...
I mean...
Anyway...
Master. Well... That's right. Master. That's right. Leave it to me.
I see.